Hello, welcome back to Divine Destiny Guide. How are you? I pray you're doing well. Wherever you are in your corner of the world, you're shining, you're glowing, you're radiating. Remember, God is for us. Who can be against us? We're on top and we're going higher. You are the star. We are the star. They cannot stop us from shining. You are blessed. We are blessed and highly favored. Ooh, protected to the max. Thank you, God. So I'm back with another message for you. Thank you. If this is your first time, I welcome you. I hope this message resonates and you will like, share, and subscribe. Returning soul tribers, new soul tribers, I truly, really appreciate you. You have no idea. Thank you so very much for your love, your support. Thank you for liking these videos so that giving them a thumbs up so that others can be blessed. We have more soul tribers to awaken on this path here, to come into their true potential, to come to realize that they are a gift, they're a blessing to this world. And so thank you, because that is how the message gets out to others, by you liking the videos and sharing. Also, leave a comment if you felt led to do so. I love hearing from you. I am inspired and encouraged as well. Thank you so very much. May God continue to richly and truly bless you always. Your steps are ordered by the Lord, and I thank you. Thank you for being a friend, that friend. Thank you for showing up and showing out in a real and authentic way. It has not gone unnoticed, and so I just want you to know I appreciate you very much, truly, really do. So it's like I just something kind of felt, and I said, let me go ahead and just ask God, what is it that you want us to know? And the first card that came out, it's Trickster. It says, uses your friends to get to you. So some of you, some of us, we have persons in our lives who are tricksters, and they're using your friends, the people who are close to you, to get to you. And there is a message, I don't think I posted as yet, but where it came up, where because of the person or persons that you've dealt with in the past, or you're leaving in the past, they are forcers. They don't give up. They don't like to give in. And so they will use the people who are close to you, your families, your friends. They will influence them in order to get to you. They're still in the background working. It's like they're not leaving. It's like the devil, he's not going away. And so these persons, or this person, is adamant in creating destruction. It's like they want their mission to still continue like a legacy. So they're willing to poison. So this is why you have to be discerning. Because again, if the people around you are giving you advices that's similar to what persons in the past who you have dealt with, then you need to have cause for concern. And it's like if we just go around naive, gullible, this is why we get caught up in the same trap over and over. So trickster, that's who this person is, a master. And the card that came up behind it, it says malicious, refuses to take responsibility, tries to ruin your reputation. So this trickster is very malicious, very vindictive, is bitter, is out on a witch hunt, because they're envious, jealous of someone else's success. And this person is willing to betray you, to throw you underneath the bus at whatever cost necessary. So I know that as light, we attract both light and dark. right? We attract both light and dark energies. But is it sometimes that we attract the same energies? Because even though we are, or we say we're of the light, but then we still have some trickster energies within us as well. And so it's like deep calling out onto deep. You know, it's like your vibe attracts your tribe. So we attract sometimes what we are, who we are. And so if you are in this fake position where, and this is why a lot of people are so misguided, or you look up to certain leaders, you know, whether it's in religious organizations or, you know, just out there in the community or society, and will think that they have it all together. But see, people can present on the outside a look, a persona, but inside they have struggles that they have not dealt with. They refuse to break those generational curses and those patterns, and as a result, it's like the enemy keeps coming back, showing up a different face, but it's the same energy. It's the same trickster energy. False people, fake people, people who want to show up as in a form of godliness, but they are the devil in disguise. They're a fallen angel who wants to display and portray. So it's like as soon as you get rid of one enemy or one devil or demon, then guess what? The devil is going to conjure up another spirit, put it in another body, to put it in front of us. And yes, the enemy will use it to tempt us, but God will use it as a way to test us. Like, okay, let me see. Have you learned from your experiences? So I don't tolerate when people say, oh, if God put me in certain things or have certain things happening, then it must be that there is some lesson for me to learn. For a lot of you, a lot of us, God is disappointed because you refuse to learn the lesson, blaming it on God, blaming God that you're waiting on God when in fact God is waiting on you. I think for some of us, God is like, you know, he just kind of put you on pause, like, okay, I'll come back to you. Let me go take care of something, somebody else. There is somebody else who really needs me, because you're playing. You're not serious, because you keep going around the same mountain, fighting the same demons, dealing with the same energies. You haven't learned. You're not willing to learn. See, these people are fake. They show up cloaked in the way that the enemy packages his products very well. And I think the devil is so serious with his mission that is only people who say that they're God-fearing Christians, whatever you call yourself, religious people. You play with life, and the devil is serious. He's not playing. He's here to kill, steal, and destroy. He's here to sabotage and abort missions. And we are laughing. We're playing with fire, thinking it's not going to burn us. Engaging in lifestyles with toxic people. It's very hard, almost impossible to heal where you're broken. And a lot of you, you're broken and you're still in that same place looking for healing. It won't work. It won't work. You see, this is a heart on the wearing heart on the sleeve. It's like people who are not genuine. They put it on the outside. See, the real man or woman of God, the real divine masculine or divine feminine, it's not on you, it's in you. So these people, you know, it's like their makeup. They put on an act of love, showing like their love, their light. But then at the end of the day or whenever, you know, it's like after the show is done, they just wipe off the lipstick or wash their face. They're back to themselves, the real deal. They just masquerade, showing as if they are something else. So is it that we have that energy, why we are attracting those kind of people? I mean, I remember there was a time when there were a few relationships that I had where these dealt with tricksters. And then I had to hold myself, take responsibility, like, what is going on here? Something is not right. It's like the enemy was sending me what he thought I like. It's like they may have a body, but they have no brain, they have no soul, they are dead. People who have nothing to give, just want to take and drain. And I had to say enough is enough. And then even, until the devil still sends out. And like I shared with you guys the other day, one of the imposter that this toxic female, a malicious female or entity sent to me to gather dirt on me, wherein I haven't seen or dealt with most of the people, including family, in about 2 to 3 years. So they had nothing. Whatever they're saying, it's a lie. So they sent in this imposter because they thought that he could get the job done. As fine as they can be. But they haven't changed. Studied me, knew the exact words to say. But it's like, thank God for the spirit of discernment. For I will restore health to you and heal you of your wounds, said the Lord, Jeremiah 30:17. Yes, God restored health to me and he healed me of my wounds, my flaws, my weaknesses, to break the generational curse and patterns and spirit of toxicity. And no, this devil was not able to get what he was paid to do. I mean, he even begged me, like, text me. I'm like, what am I texting you for? I haven't texted you in two to 3 years. What am I going to text you to say hi? Not knowing at the time that this person was looking for anything just to say that we are in touch. I'm telling you, the enemy is not playing. And I believe that if it's the same thing, if you are a divine masculine, feminine, most of the things that you're going through, your other partner is going through the same thing as well. But it's like, who is willing to grow up and realize and call out the devil or the devils for who they are? Taking our power back, letting people know that I cannot be fooled. This is why we go through tests and trials in our lives, to show that we grow. New levels, new devils. New levels, new devils. And people will do any and everything. A lot of us, you have fake females who are trying to embody our essence, our mannerism, to impersonate us, to take back to a group, a company, a community, a tribe, to say that this is who they are, when in fact they are not. It's like, for those of you who know, I have a channel that, I haven't posted on in over a year. And my spirit led me to go back there today. And I noticed over the past couple of days, there is like a spike in certain of my videos. And I went back and looked. These people are willing to do anything and everything to take back to people, to say, this is me. Who? And then people hear what they're saying and they're mesmerized, they're blown away. When in fact they're trying to impersonate, they're copycats. They have no identities for themselves. Why? Because it's like there is something. See, what is for you, nobody can take it away. But when people are so adamant, forceful to take something, it's because they know it's not theirs. It's not theirs. And these people are willing to do any and everything in order to prove that. Yeah. And the next card that came out is commitment. Like I said, they are willing to bind up, to block up, to cause obstruction, to come into contract with other people, to work against anything you have going on in your life that is powerful. That's the trickster, demonic energy or spirit. And it's like if you have people whose eyes are not open, who are entertaining and engaging these lies over and over, I mean, they are doomed. Because see, these people are doing it thinking there's nothing wrong with it. This is justice. It's only fair that I should have it. These people are thieves. They're thieves. Even though they're burdened, but it's like they still are persistent. They're overwhelmed, but they're still going. They're not giving up. So it's like, why are we giving up? Thinking the devil is playing when the devil is not playing. A lot of these people who are tricksters or malicious, it's because of who you are. And we saw the envy card earlier. They think you shouldn't have something. And this Nine of Pentacles have been coming up in a lot of other readers, light workers messages as well. You are the one that people go around saying you have nothing. You are nothing. Try to discredit. As a matter of fact, this card does not belong to this deck. So it's like while I was shuffling and it came up, I said it must be there for a reason. So I kept it there. And so I will use the other cards from it later on. But this did not. This is the only card that was in here, mixed in here. When in fact you're a stable person, you know how to provide for yourself. You know how to work hard for yourself. You know how to show up for yourself because you build this all by yourself. Everybody walked away from you and you were able to build back from the ground up to 9 Pentacles. And a lot of these people, the enemy knows that it's just one more. You're not in need. It's a want. Because you're comfortable, you're stable, man or woman by yourself. But see, this is why the enemy is so persistent. I mean, look at this guy's face, the commitment, the determination to block, to obstruct something. And it's like they want to obstruct this Nine of Pentacles here. Man or woman, they want to create, it's like they're saying you shouldn't have it. And let me just say that if this is a relationship and your partner, spouse, whomever it is, if they are engaging in persons who conjure up these lies about you, they are in question their integrity as well. Because like I said before, what energy are we in while we are attracting people who are Decepticons? Is it because we have snake-like tendencies as well? Is it because we love gossip and drama and we were in for it? You were here for it? That you entertained whatever it is, the lies that were brought back to you? But you know, the beauty about it is, you know, Nine of Pentacles, how to stand by yourself. You know that God has your back. And so for a lot of you, like myself, who you've never had a male who show up in your life and stand up and support you, it's like you know what it is like to show up for yourself, to be your own hero. It is true, what does not kill you make you stronger. Yes, you may be a little bit stressed. You may lose some hair, but your heart is stronger. You're more determined than ever. And again, it's like if people are not there for you when you're at your weakest, when you're at your strongest, do you really need them? It's like hold that same energy. And this is why a lot of you, a lot of us, you're not entertaining anybody from the past. Because when you were at your lowest, they were not there for you. They entertained the gossip and the drama and the lies that were told about you, instead of coming to you to ask you, or you think that person should have known you better. But no, it's like instead of running to the light, they're running to the lap and they jump into the arms of darkness. So then that brings again into question, are they dark as well? Because it seemed like a familiar spirit. You know, it's like, is Solomon really the wisest man? Is he really? Yes, he prayed for wisdom. But God did not remove the distractions around him. God is like, you have choices. You have choices. You have wisdom, use it. But instead, in the end, he started out well. See, it's not how we start, it's how we finish. He started out pretty good with his wisdom. But in the end, he entertained, he flirted with, he engaged with all these wives and concubines and, side piece. Everybody came with their own religion. That pulled him away, because sometimes we're caught up in our ego, thinking that I have control of a situation, when in fact you don't. You're a pawn in the devil's workshop. Yeah. Third wheel. So a lot of these people are showing up, or they showed up as third parties. Whether, third party could be somebody who have no time for you, too much work. They're entertaining, like I said, toxic people. Friends, families who don't want them to be together, or for you to get certain opportunities. And so they come together. It says on here, they're enemies, distrust and flirtatiousness. So it's like, really, when you have relationships that you've walked away from because third parties are involved, sometimes people think they're smart. They want to stop by, smell the rose, touch everything, and they leave you on the back burner thinking, oh, you'll stay there until I get back. It's like, okay, good luck. It's like, it's very rare that a bus driver, and I pay attention, whether when I was taking the bus or I'm driving, I'm at the traffic light, I'm looking. It's very rare that you will see a bus driver drive away when they see somebody rushing across the street or across a parking lot to catch the bus. They will wait for them because they see that they're actively in motion to get on the bus. Sometimes before the plane taxis off, it will wait there on the tarmac just to see if there's anybody else left to check in. It's not going to sit there and wait for somebody who is lollygagging, just, gazing at the guest shop, seemed undecided, knowing that they have a flight to catch. No. And so for a lot of you, a lot of us, yes, people will miss you when you're gone because they play too much. They were entertaining the enemies, flirting with the enemies, or having the enemies flirt with them, and they expected you to sit there and wait when all this time they are blind. They have no wisdom to know that there is a trickster, an imposter. It's a familiar spirit that they're entertaining. They don't know how to decipher from the real from the fake. They're spiritually blind by the illusions. So there is work for you, for us to do. So God provides. He provides. You are strong. So some of you will have to leave because people are choosing to stay with the darkness. People who are committed to be third wheels, because people, they think that, oh, because people show me fake love, then I'm gonna stay here. There is more fake love over there. You're only one real love. Let me stay with a lot of fake love, you know, because 0 plus 0 is more than 1. You see, the math is not math and it doesn't add up. But again, people are blinded to their own truth. And sometimes you just have to leave people alone, because the truth is, for those of you who are on your path, you live and you learn. You realize no losses here. You take the lessons with you. So for those of you, for us, who have had to walk away from what no longer serve us, and you may still have to do some more walking away, and people may think that you lose. The enemy is clapping because they think you walk away because you lose. You're not getting what you want. No, honey, you don't lose anything, soul tribers. You haven't lost anything, because the God that we serve, he never failed. Never once has he failed. God shifted you. He moved you. Rejection is protection. Rejection is redirection. And see, the thing is, as we grow and as we elevate, a lot of people were so determined to cause you or try to thinking they're, you know, making you lose opportunities, when in fact, it's like I said, it's not a loss. Because as you move up, God has people who up there, new levels too. New levels, new devils, but also new levels. You have new people, new blessings. People who are vibrating at your level to be your partners, to be your soul tribes, your connection. So you didn't lose anything. It's just good that the enemy caused you to see some people, so that way you didn't bring them with you to the new level. You learned lessons. So again, when you move to new levels, if the person or people or job that you're entertaining, they're showing you the same sign, you know to move on. Because you have done too much work on yourself to entertain and engage with third parties, low vibrational people who are copycats. They have no identities for themselves. So if that person or people, want to entertain that, then let them stay there. You have a purpose and a calling. You have done too much healing on yourself. And yes, you don't want fixer-uppers. You don't want anybody to build a beer. You want somebody who come equipped. Not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But they come show up to protect you. To nourish, to cherish you. Not anybody who is going to break you and then bring, along a whole organization who is going to want to discredit you. And then they stand there in the background and watch you burn with the evil people. No, these are red flags connection. This is why we go through things, so that we can learn to say, okay, I guess you're just like the past. That's that same familiar spirit. I'm calling back my energy. I'm not engaging or investing in people who don't take you serious. No, it's not fair for you. So you protect your peace, you protect your heart, you protect yourself, and you keep it moving, you keep it pushing. Go where you are celebrated, not where you are tolerated. Because if they thought that this is it, then honey, they have not seen anything yet. They haven't seen anything yet. So clearly people are supposed to live and learn, but they don't. A lot of these people, they're overloaded, they're burdened by whether this is your connection. Marriage could signify contract, something that you're supposed to come into. And this is why they are determined to stop this, to block this. And so they're causing persons, like I said, they're trying to copy your energy, your essence, to put somebody or put you in this hesitation, like an angel and a devil on your shoulder, so that they can confuse you. Illusion, lies, spirit of indecision. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. When all this time these people, they're working iniquity. Right, they are doing witchcraft. Some of these people are traveling to do these spirit of illusion spells so that they can distract you, blind you, thinking that they are love, they are light. They are strategizing. I'm telling you, they're playing chess. You're playing checkers. They know what they're doing. They're crafty. They want to take you down. Yep, they are in alliance, loyalty to do this. They're working together to do this because they're hoping to get good news from this. That's what they're hoping to do. Spirit is saying you need to have boundaries. You need people in your life who will have boundaries, who will protect you, protect your heart, not join with the tricksters and the imposters, but who is willing to fight, who is willing to stand against the world, who is not afraid to say that they stand up for you, to bring justice to you and your connection, who is not afraid to close out cycles, to be this hierophant here, to stand up holy to the truth, to the facts, to protect you, to work with